Hey guys, and today in this video, I'm going to be telling you the best builds for every Rebirth in Shadovis RPG, and this is going to be part 1 of the series. This is Rebirths 1 through 4. So let's get straight into it. So for Rebirth 1, you're going to want to have this set right here, minus this, you do not need this, but everything else you're going to need. So for Rebirth 1, you're going to want the Skybarge set. This is the Skybar set. You can get this in the Rebirth 1 area, in the hub of Rebirths, in this store right here. It costs 3 mil. And once you're Rebirth 1, you should be to a point where you can kill higher level stuff and get a ton of gold and buy this set. Although, if you don't have it, while you're trying to get it, you could always just wear the iron set as a substitute, because that's probably the only thing you're going to be able to get. But yeah, so the next item you're going to want is the Spell Sigil. We're going more for a mage route, but you will see that later on in Rebirth 4, I will change it to a physical build. You'll see that later on. So, you can get the Spell Sigil from one of these. Hold on, let me look for it. Right here. The Cat's Eye Deity, my bad. You can get it right here. It's a 100% chance. You can get it easily from the Cat's Eye Deity, right here in the graveyard area. So, it's the next item you're gonna want. And the next item you're gonna want is the Blue Steel Sage Cat. The Blue Steel Sage Cat is right up on this mountain, but how to get there is you're gonna want to come down through here, and then you're gonna want to return to the overworld. Once you do that, as you can see, you'll be right up on the mountain where it is, and then once you can go up, and the blue steel sage will be right here, and once you kill him, you'll get his cap. It's 100%. And yeah, so the next item you're gonna want is the Magician's Rod. You can get this from the Rebirth 1 area in the Mines of Stamag. It is by the Stone's Oracle. I think I'm saying that right. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come over here. And level 275. It's a pretty rare drop. But when you kill him enough times, you will eventually get it. So it is a rare item, but you will eventually get it. Trust me, it's not impossible. You will eventually get it. And the next item you're going to want is the Phantom Soul. You can get this in the overworld. It is by the Ghost Boss, which is level 25. This is definitely going to be one of the first items you're going to want to get. It's definitely going to be the first items you're going to want to get. It's right here. It's by the Ghost King. Once you kill him, you get that item. And this item allows you to do this. It's a spell item. So it's really good, especially for mage. And for now, later on in the later rebirths, you'll see that obviously that's going to change. But for now, this is the good stuff. But, so, the next and final item on the list is going to be the Rings of Saturn. The main reason you're going to want this is for the XP gain. 25% XP gain, and it lets you level up faster, therefore rebirthing faster. So, etc., etc. But the way you're going to get this item is you're going to want to come on over here to this ledge right here, and you will get this item by killing this enemy right here, by Cloak Deity. You will get it. If you get hit by him, he will drop it. He will only get you to 1 HP. He won't kill you unless you hit him twice, I think. But if you hit him once, under level 1000, you don't have to be level 1000. Once you hit him, he will drop the item. It's 100%, I believe. And once you get that, then that's pretty much it for this build. This is the first Rebirth 1 build. It is very good. I'm at level 1 million right now. But you take my word for it. If you come right here and you do this and then this, as you can see, it's doing like 10 million damage, and that's just like Rebirth 1, which is really good. So yeah, right. So once you get to Rebirth 2, nothing much changes. The only thing that's gonna change is once you get more gold and you start getting more and more rich, you're gonna want to come over to the Mines of Samag here. And in the shop, you will see that there is this Vibranium chestplate set. Once you get this set, as you can see, it does magic damage multiplier, resistance shred, bonus health, all of that. The only downside is that it gets rid of speed. You do not want the helmet. The helmet may look better, but the blue steel sage cap is the more superior item here. You're definitely going to want to keep it. This is the best helmet you're going to get. Then once you get this, you're just going to want to equip this set right here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Rebirth 2. Nothing much changes. And again, for Rebirth 3, is also pretty much the same, although there is a couple things that are going to change. it is mainly for flying builds. So you're going to come through here, and when you use the code Twitter, you will get the fledgling ringlet. This is the first ringlet in the game that you could get. It's the worst one, but it is the one you could get as a beginner. But once you get to the Rebirth 3 area, and you kill some of these Empyrean guys right here, they will have a chance of dropping another ringlet. They could drop the Empyrean ringlet, which is 20 ascent speed and 3 flight time, and it's the best ringlet you could get if you're Rebirth 3. This is the first item, and the next item that you could get is the Valkyrie helmet. This is again another flying thing. It can be used as a helmet for damage multiplier, but you probably should use it for a flying build. But if you want to, you can use it as a helmet for damage multiplier. And yeah, so you can use that for that, but it could also be used for a flying build. Other than that, in Rebirth 3, nothing really changes. The sword from the Imperius is not very good. It's good for some things, but it's not good overall. So, yeah. So now, once we get into Rebirth 4, things are gonna change massively. When you get into Rebirth 4, it stays the same up until you get to the stuff that's over here. So when you come through here, you'll see that these guys have scythes. These scythes will be very important later on, like Rebirth 10 and up. These scythes are going to be very important later on, and you'll see until then. But if you come on over here, you obviously grind your way through. Nothing very good here. There's nothing that you're really going to use unless you want to use something that has to do with poison, although the poison is not very good right now. So you want to come on through here, and obviously, if you do this, you don't have to stay on the ground. You can just come up here and kind of just use your Phantom Souls to just kill all the enemies like this. They won't hit you, and you can do millions of damage this way. So once you're done with these guys, come over here, and as you can see, you got these two enemies right here. You're definitely going to want to kill this guy first. He drops the Hollow Greatsword. This is where you should probably change into your physical build. Once you get the Hollow Greatsword, you're going to want to equip it for this build, and this is what you're going to want. This is what you're going to need for it. So for this build, it's going to be a different set. It's going to be the gold set, and you can get this in the hub of a Rebirth shop. The reason this set is good is because it has physical damage multiplier, and it has lifesteal, which makes this set really good. Wrong shop, my bad. It is in the Rebirth 2 shop, I believe. And if it's not, it's in the Rebirth 1 shop. Yes, my bad. It is in the Rebirth 2 shop. It's over here. It's 3 billion. You should be able to buy it later, but you should be able to buy this like later, probably in Rebirth, once you're Rebirth 3, or even when you're Rebirth 2. But you can buy this set. It's for lifesteal and physical damage. And yeah, so the next item you're gonna want is gonna be the Earth Fighter. The Earth Fighter right here gives 100 melee defense penetration and 15% physical damage multiplier. Basically, it's only used for physical damage because I couldn't find really a better helm to use. Really, I mean, if you do find a better physical damage helmet, 100% use this. But this is the best thing I could find that was within these rebirths. So I would definitely use that. But if you find something better, by all means, use that. The next thing is going to be the Hollow Greatsword, like I said before, and it's melee powered armor shred. Obviously, you're only going to use this for now, and you're only going to use it against the Rebirth 4 boss, because when you kill him, you will get a better sword. I'll explain that in a second. Next thing you're going to want is the Charred Fang. You can get this from the Rebirth 1 area under the bridge in the Mines of Stamag. It's a level 2k. You can even use this for the earlier Rebirths if you want, but come through here and do not do what I just did. It is later on. Let me go back to it. It's under the bridge in the Mines of Stamag. You want to come over here. Make sure you go past this area. And it's going to be under this bridge right here. Here's where the serpent is. Once you kill it, you'll drop the Charred Fang. You're going to need this for armor shred. It's going to be very good. So, the next thing you're going to want is the Oni Shield. This does bonus health and life steal. Also, it gives additional armor shred that can stack with the Charred Fang. You can get this Oni Shield from the Rebirth 1 shop in the Mines of Stamag again. It isn't that expensive, I don't think. I gotta see. Come over here. It is 150k. Very cheap. It's even for the earlier Rebirths. It's very cheap. definitely get this as a just a using this for lifesteal. And yeah, so what you're gonna want to do is once you kill the Rebirth 4 boss and you get the drop that which is gonna be the Curse Blade or even the Emperor's head or the head that he drops, which isn't good. But if you get his sword, he drops two swords. He drops the sword he's holding right now, and he drops the Curse Blade. You're gonna want to use the Curse Blade, but the other sword he drops also I don't think is that bad. But once you get this sword, this is definitely going to be essential for the later rebirths. You're gonna need the sword. The reason this sword is good is because when you use it on the DPS and whenever all this is good, not only will you have lifesteal, but you will also be able to do a ton of DPS. As you can see, I'm doing 15 mil DPS at level 1 million, and it's really good. You really get a ton of lifesteal. And the Hollow Great Sword also summons turrets. I forgot to mention that before. So if you're using it before, definitely use the turrets on them. It's also good if you do use a mage set with the Hollow Great Sword. Then definitely use the R move, as it has turrets that can do a ton of magic damage. So that is gonna be it for this part one of this video, which was all builds for rebirths 1 through 4. These builds will obviously get better as time goes on. And yeah, so if you guys did find this video helpful, hit that like button down below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.